Hey guys, it's Jan again. So earlier in the day, I showed you the preview of the Challenge of the Sphinx. Now I'm going to try and find a location in my Minecraft PC world to start building the Sphinx. So, I really don't have any plans other than just talk and search my Minecraft world for a suitable site, and I'm actually going to be creating a brand new world. I'm not 100% sure how well it's going to go, but I figured give it a try, see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that'll happen, right? I'm either going to find a huge desert or I'm going to have to build one. Uh, I really don't remember what I was doing in that one, but let's go. If I recall, I think, yeah, it's set on peaceful, so I don't have to worry about monsters trying to find me. I don't know what I was doing here. Um, I've turned down the volume in this game because, well, you know, I really need to figure out how I can fly since I don't know how to fly in creative mode. So the idea here is that I really wish I also had a map. The idea is that I'm going to find a suitable location, preferably a large open uh, desert biome of some sort, and then I will build the Sphinx there so that I can challenge other people, or not challenge, so I can have other people come into my world and start um, playing and building, not building, you know, just come along and have some fun with the world. You know, that looks like I'm going to need. So, this is kind of a first for me. If you were watching yesterday, I was playing Pixelmon, and the game for Pixelmon is, well, Minecraft except hunt down Pokemon, which relatively easy. I don't remember. Give this back. All right. What do I need? No. Give me crafting table. Yep, that's what I need. All right. Boop. All right. So I'm going to cheat a little bit because I don't know how to build stuff in Minecraft. So in my other window, I'm going to Google real quick how to build a boat. I'm really hoping that it will show me. Okay, good. So it does show me how to build stuff on the Minecraft wiki. And I do apologize for anybody who's, you know, late in joining the party or seeing me for the first time because, well, I learned how to play on the Xbox. So, I'm also kind of cheating again over here because I am going to look to see how I make a sword. Not that I really need to know how to make a sword, but I'm hoping to also make an axe. so that, I can chop down things quicker. Sticks. I mean, I vaguely figured it out yesterday when I was playing. There we go. All right. Sticks, hammer. Oh, right. All right. I kind of need that too. All right. That should, in theory, be enough. Whoop. All right. So, since I've not really explored this world yet, I just realized I'd closed the window for Twitch so I couldn't see if anybody was talking to me. Um, since I haven't really explored this world yet, I also realized the link is down to my Discord. So let me get that in case anybody wants to come, come talk. Since I have my own Discord server. Do 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 do. But the goal, that's annoying me. The goal really is that I want to make a world. I want people to jump in, have fun, try my challenges. So I've got, the challenge of the Sphinx, keep the keep, and another one that I want to do called Bop to the Top, which I think all three of those will be kind of fun for people to do. Um, whether or not I make more, I was heavily influenced by the achievement hunters from how from run here for a little bit. Maybe. Um, but I was so when I first started playing swim, swim, swim. Come on, there we go. So when I first saw that like Gavin and those guys were playing Minecraft and they were doing like really like challenges like Griffball and stuff like that, I thought that's kind of cool. And so the idea was I would do something very similar with my friends when we went to go watch pay-per-views or just get together and hang out. Being that I have a lot of gamer friends back in Indianapolis, it wasn't that hard to come up with an idea. All right, you know what? I'm gonna learn how to fly real quick. PC Minecraft peaceful flying command. Or can I not fly in survival? Oh, so much for that. I don't really want to set this to creative. Ultimately, I will be. I don't know. I don't think I can. So you guys are gonna have to suffer through me wandering around in my Minecraft world because I really don't want to put this on. Uh, well, wait, it's gonna take me forever to build the Sphinx if I'm not in creative. All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna switch, see if I can figure out how to go between the two modes. I probably should have thought about this first when I was building. Switch from survival to create. Come on, Jen. Click Start Land World when you toggle. Game mode. See? What do you mean I don't have permission? I created you. Open to LAN. Start LAN World. Game mode C. Seriously, why don't I have permission? I created you. Alright. Save and quit. Single player. Create a new world. Game mode creative. Helps them learn how to more option worlds. So generator, world D type. Allow cheats on. Yep. Done. Create new world. Alright. Slash fly. Slash help. Give take name. Block data. Clear. Clone. Debug. Default difficulty. The Google said it was fly. Double tap the jump key, use the jump key to go up. Oh, well, that's better. Yeah. Alright, since I am in creative, where empty map. Good. I will take. What did I just throw that? Alright. There we go. PC Minecraft. How to view empty map. Really, I feel bad for you guys. Durability. We first create a map. Creating a map. Crafting a map requires an empty map. This map will draw for the first time when it's held and used. Use item. Does that mean I have to... Ah, there we go. use a map. Right click it. Okay. Ah, there we go. Apparently I'm in a somewhat snowy biome. Alright. And which way am I looking? Alright, since I'm at the bottom of this map, let's go this way. And I don't know if there's like a particular way. I realize I should just turn off my Twitch channel again. I don't know if there's a particular way, and maybe somebody will let me know at some point. To right click. Good Lord, really? Why do I get the feeling that this is going to be a lot bigger than I anticipated? I might just have to create one that's just a desert biome, which, I could do that, but I like the idea of having all these challenges in like one particular world. I mean, I don't think it really matters if it's one world or two. Oh, right, control key to fly faster. I mean, it's the preference of the user, in this case me, and I have kind of like some OCD. Oh, hey, village, that's kind of cool. I have some ODC problems, OCD tendencies when it comes to how I want items to, or things in my world to appear. Pumpkin patch. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter. So long as it's not like a super flat world, that's all I really care about. And since I'm not enabling that option when I'm creating the world, I think we should probably be okay. Another village. And I know the differences in Minecraft PC is the world is very, very vast. So, there was that one guy who was doing the Journey to the Far Realms or whatever. Um, so I guess if I don't find one here in the next like minute, well, not let's be honest here, the next couple minutes, um, I guess I will just create another world and name it appropriately and make sure it is a desert biome. Because that's one thing I didn't do. I didn't like specify specifically a particular biome when I was building this. I was just, hey, let's go, let's build. You know what? Just for sake of clarity, save and quit, single player, delete, create a new world, creative, world options, world type, large biomes, world type custom, lava lakes, spawn size. I don't really care about those. Okay, well. Go ahead and hit done here. Desert only seeds. All right, thank you, Reddit. Don't know how well this is going to be, but this is the one we're going with. Unless it's terrible, then I'm going to go with something else. Allow game sheets on. All right. Luckily, I can rename it if my spelling gets in the way, which, knowing my spelling, probably will. Okay, so apparently their definition of a large biome desert is different than mine. I would have expected to see desert pretty much as far as the eye could see. How do I descend? Close enough, I guess. Well, okay. Actually, this shows a lot of promise right here. Actually, I think this might be pretty perfect for what I need. Um, and, oh good, there's a village not far. Alright, so this will work for what I need to do. I was thinking, now that I'm on the PC, what I might do is have like the Sphinx coming out of the water. So like you see her paws, or its paws, depending on which gender you wish to go with. Um, like she's coming out of the. I think of the Sphinx as a woman. She'd be coming out of the sea here. So I might do that. I think that'd be actually really kind of fun. Um, Either way, let's start clearing some. Oh, is that a bunny? That is a bunny. Okay. Do do do. So really, the thing with this is, you want to have an area large enough so you can build the foundation, because her paws are going to be pretty large. Um, I don't know how large I'm going to make it. The one on the Xbox, oh, man, that was a big one. I don't remember how long exactly it took. I know it took me at least, I want to say it took me a month. But granted, because I was playing one on the PC, or I'm sorry, on the Xbox, it took a little longer. Sorry, there's sirens going off somewhere around me. I was trying to figure out what the heck's going on outside my house. Um, if I die, it was because somebody unleashed Daisy on us. Not really. Um, but because it was on the Xbox, it was so much harder to manage because I was doing it by myself. And I know one of the things they've got here on the PC that I don't want to use is the like you can download a template for the like the build you want to do because someone else has done it for you. And there's nothing wrong with that, I suppose, but there's also something to be said for doing it yourself. almost tempted to start busting out the TNT, but then I'm just going to send blocks flying, and I don't know how much further down into the sand it would go. It's not something I really want to do at this point. If you've not checked out my the preview for the um, the challenge of the Sphinx, you should probably do that. It Granted, it was like one of the first things I built in my Xbox world, so hopefully it'll be better than here. But I'm not holding out any hopes that it's going to be great. That you're going to be like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Because let's be honest, I'm a writer primarily first, and then I do creative things with other stuff later. Like I have a lot of ideas of stuff I want to do, but my talent is really into creative thinking and writing. I can't draw. I can barely write physically. I My handwriting is terrible. I had people back in high school make fun that my handwriting was very similar to doctors. So you gotta go with what strength you have, and the stuff that I developed as a strength is my writing ability and just creative thinking, um, which people don't really put a lot of effort anymore. It seems into creative thinking. I'm I'm saying that mostly because of all the television that I watch. It's garbage, and I'm not saying that as like an intellectual thing, but you just kind of watching, you're just like, who are we pandering to? And I understand the idea of lowest common denominator when it comes to entertainment, but you can't make all entertainment like that. My brother loves watching shows like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Scrubs and stuff like that. But to me, that's not stuff I find interesting at all. It's just boring. I've been watching Narcos, and I've always loved and found uh, stuff like that fascinating. Um, Iceman, contract killer from I think the 80s in New York. You know, just fascinating stuff. Richard Ramirez, of course. You know, to be perfectly frank, it's also a little weird for someone to have any interest in um, mass murderers and drug dealers and stuff like that as anything more than just a passing hobby. I've probably got 15 or 20 books on like true crime because you read that stuff and you're just like, what the hell? Like, who would have thought a person could do this, or why a person would do this? So it's one of those things where um, oh hey Kizo Denzetti, how's it going? Um, I just kind of noticed you guys were over in the chat as I'm sitting over here rambling, knocking out blocks. Really? Oh, I bet I know what that is. I bet that's face rig. Okay, give me one sec. Let me see if I can adjust that. Face rig. Mm, advanced tracking. Uh, graphics, devices. I hope it's not picking up the. Well, I mean, I. Okay, that's definitely. Hello? Nope. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's annoying. Ooh, what the hell was that out there? Okay. Um. Oh, wait. Discord. Nope, I'm muted on Discord, so that's not it. Where else am I? Toggle tracking. Is it really annoying, guys? Options, music and sound. Now I can definitely hear it. Curse you for bringing it to my attention. um, done? Nope, that didn't do it. Okay, well, now that I can hear it, I can't stop hearing it. I blame you, Kizo. Are you talking to me, Dinzetti? Oh, didn't mean to do that. Well, I'm definitely not going to be building the Sphinx right away because I need to get the outline done and the template. So once I clear the area, I can stop real quick and figure out what's going on with my mic. I might just move straight into. No, it's okay. I might just move straight into. Oh, that's really big. Let's see. This might be big enough here. Um, I don't even remember what I was rambling about. Um, oh, entertainment. Yeah, that was it. So, I mean, I watch a lot of documentaries and stuff. I'm perhaps one of the most boring women I know. Um, I mean, when I talk to my coworkers, they're like, "Did you watch this?" I'm like, "No." Like, I just recently finished watching, barely, I might add, Game of Thrones. Uh, I I have a really hard time with, and this is funny considering how much I like true crime and stuff. I have a really hard time with gore and violence, like excessive. If it's just a picture, it's okay, but like if they're digging into a wound or torturing somebody, I can't watch it. So like I can't watch horror movies. I can't watch. Uh, but I barely tolerated uh, Game of Thrones. I'm actually watching Luke Cage when they were digging the bullet out for a couple of the things early on. That was turning my stomach. Same with watching The Blacklist. Uh, time. What is the time? Minecraft time command? Time set. There we go. Uh, go back to Twitch so I can see this. What are you staring at, rabbit? Back off. Don't tell Bunny I did that. She might kill me. What were you saying was the misunderstanding, Dinzetti? I'm only kind of seeing it corner of my eye. Granted, you guys have like a 2 or 3 second delay, I think. Were you guys able to see my Discord chat? I don't even know how Bunny offered Discord to you guys earlier. Because I don't mind sitting here just. Oh, yeah, I get that a lot. It's it's a vocal problem. Actually, I go to see a vocal therapist every couple weeks, and we work on various things. And one of them is kind of the way I sound. First thing in the morning, I sound a lot better, but the longer I talk, the worse my throat gets. I may sometime in the future get surgery for it, but it's not something I desperately need. Just so much, people just think I'm a guy on the internet, which it's not terrible. That means I just don't get as many gifts in World of Warcraft. You're gonna tell Bunny I hit a bunny? How could you? He had it coming. I mean, look at those little fluffy ears just staring at me. So would you guys be interested in running the challenge of the Sphinx? Sphinx. Well, you were standing there, rabbit. You don't get in the way of a person just punching. Do you not see what I'm doing here? Just punching sand? Freaking Rocky over here. Or, Kempo Master. Oh, do you want my Discord channel? Tell you what, I will drop in the uh, instant invite, copy the code, and paste. That should be my streaming channel. Granted, unlike Bunny, I'm kind of new at this. I've invited some people into my channels, but this is the first time I've. Good lord. Alright. What if it's. Was it because I. Nope, it's still going. Um, but yeah, you guys are welcome to come in and, sit and talk. It's not like I'm actually doing anything, just clearing a path for the Sphinx, which I gotta figure out how large I'm gonna make this thing. Apparently there's a zombie around. You see the Discord now? Are you able to get in? Using a keyboard and mouse is a lot different than a controller. Well, shoot. Sand. Yep. Um, so the general idea that I'm going to try for this is to make this maybe a football field in size. I'm not exactly sure how many blocks that is in Minecraft. That reverb is really starting to get to me. Hey, Kizo. I see you're in my general. I think I might need to make you a super user. I think that'll get you into my streaming room. And make Denzetti a super user. I think that gets you into the Discord. I've got 3 people viewing. I wonder who those are. I mean, 2 of them I know are you guys. Who's that third? Did that not get you in, Kizo? I see Denzetti typing in Discord. Alright, I'm going to switch this over here. Unfortunately, now I can't see the chat. Well, that's annoying. Alright, what if I switch? Alright, you go over here. Oh, you're on your mobile? That would probably do it. There we go. Now I can kind of see both. Okay. So now I can see the Twitch stream. Oh, I'm the third? Why am I? Oh, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so uh, welcome to my Discord. It's a Discord. I don't really have much to it. I was trying to set up um, a Discord bot like Bunny's got, so that you guys could do stuff in there. You found what? The reverb or the Discord? If you found the reverb, let me know. Friggin' sticks, get out of here. So were you guys watching Vanlander earlier today? I saw you smiting, but I didn't actually watch. Oh my god, I really just want to blow this all up. I shouldn't. Now I can see why the achievement hunters have like their let's builds, and they just have 2 people here just sitting around talking. Because just punching and punching is kind of dull. Do I reverb in my other streams? I remember Kizo saying I sort of did it earlier yesterday, towards the end, I think. I tried. Oh, oh, he played Valkyrie Chron on the PS. Ah, would the potion of swiftness also help for just punching down blocks? Oh, I wonder if I have to. Oh, because I've left my OBS stream up since I was um, writing earlier this morning. So I wonder if that might have something to do with it. E. Potion of weakness, strength. I was actually talking to my brother yesterday about streaming um, Soul Blazer and Terragama, Illusion of Gaia, the old Super Nintendo games. Potion of fire resistance. There we go. 130. Yeah, I can fly. See? But be sand, it just comes from the bottom. Potion of night vision. There we go. Alright. Let's do this like a professional, not some noob like you are. Really? Oh, I didn't even realize this was sandstone over here. You know, I've never actually played Halo. I'm up until recently, I was never much of a first-person shooter. Overwatch kind of broke that. I've always played more just. All right, I'll take. Problem is, I don't want to go terribly far deep. So what is that? How many blocks down was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I also don't know how to get back down. Keep in mind, this is like my first time really trying to play with a keyboard and mouse. I know, noob. Come on, fly. Shift. All right. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Kizo. I did not know you could do that. The only FPS I played was back on the N64, Perfect Dark. I loved Perfect Dark. Still terrible at it, but I liked it. Who are you? I don't recognize that monster. my my gaming experience is rather limited. My brother's the one who plays like a lot of games. I stuck mostly and still do to role-playing games. I just like role-playing games for the most part. I liked Mass Effect until they changed it in the second one. Of course, I have a lot of problems with the second one. I don't think I played it on the 360. I mean, I got it, but I never really played it because by the time I got it, all of my friends had moved away. So I didn't have anybody to try and go through the game with because, God, I could not beat it by myself. Whoop. I'm trying Kizo. I think you're right. I think this is going much faster. Did you ever try, what was the Perfect Dark sequel? One? Perfect Dark Legends? Enderman, run! Um, but yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to try and make this. I think a football field should be big enough for it because you got to get those two massive paws. You got to also do the. Um, I really want to do the tail because I think that part is going to be kind of fun to build. Um, they made the controls better in the second Mass Effect. I so I've got a few arguments with the second Mass Effect. One, if you had unlimited ammo, why would you change it? Yeah, Perfect Dark Zero, thank you. Because, I mean, so in Mass Effect, you basically, your weapon overheats. Okay, fine. Why would you give it clips? Because, you know, now you gotta change out and keep clips and stuff when it just overheated. That doesn't make sense at all to me. I can't think of a military mind to be like, oh, we're out of ammo, or, it's overheated, let's put a clip in. No, it'd be like, it's overheated, grab your next weapon, you dumbass. Or perhaps that's just me, since I'm not actually a military-minded individual. I like history, but, there's a difference between liking history and actually knowing military tactics. Since, run, creeper. Do you not see the Enderman? Um, my actual degree when I was going to college was going to be liberal arts with a history minor because I love Roman history. Hence my, well, it's not really Roman history. Amalthea is a goddess. Usually she is ascribed, attributed, there we go, attributed to being nurses or the nurse slash surrogate mother to Zeus. Um, So, I'm a big fan of Roman times and stuff like that. So, it kind of bleeds into liking just general history. I like Viking times, I like the medieval times. There's just a lot of great periods. So when I was in college, it's like, I like these things normally, so why don't I try and get a minor in, um, I just realized my potion of swiftness ran out. Um, so why not try and get a degree for something you like? And then I realized how little money teachers make. So I was like, well, let's go back to something that'll make money. And yeah, exactly. Infinite ammo guns would make more sense from a military standpoint. So what if it overheats? If you got 6 or 7 like soldiers firing, you know, they're going to probably alternate firing speed and the like. So at that point, you're just like, okay, Johnson's overheated. Robertson, get in there. Of course, the thing they were talking about in the Shadow Broker. Okay, I'll get to you in a little bit. Sorry, I got a Facebook message. My friends on Facebook know I'm a font of useless information, so I get tons of like informational requests. Because one of the things as a writer, and if you ever look at my Google search history, I have a lot of weird things that I've searched for. So I figure I'm probably on 2 or 3 government watch lists. Not that I'm, condoning weird searches, but sometimes when you're researching, like, because one of my favorite genres is cyberpunk. So, you know, specifically Shadowrun and stuff like that. So I started researching the like bombs and stuff, which that never goes over well. Luckily, I'm Caucasian, so I'm not going to be on any no-fly lists. Not that I fly anywhere anymore. I don't mean that jokingly, but I have looked up and stuff like that, just because I'm very much one of those writers. I want to know and speak from experience when I'm doing something. So like when I wrote A Goddess's Gifts, even though it's an adult novel, I spent a lot of research time uh, researching just various things. Like, so Isabella Diaz, who is kind of the main character, she is from Colombia, and I actually did a lot of research into uh, Colombia and how it seems, even though it's kind of a modern-based time. I never really set the time, but I say it's basically 2000s because she has to go through TSA, and so because she is the type of individual she was, there's quite a bit of too much. All right, close enough. So, like, I was researching Colombian drug lords, traffic, the various types of cartels that were down there, because that would really influence an individual's life, how they were being raised. Because think about it, Carlo Esc- Carlo Escobar, when he was in Medellin, he really was terrifying. Because think about it, he's going through and he's just killing tons of people in his, little war or whatever. So, you know, I felt that that would definitely influence Isabella, whether or not she had anything to do with the cartels. So, that's the type of writer I am. I do a lot of research. I love information. Information is awesome, which is why I go back into entertainment. I watch a lot of documentaries. Other than being very a boring individual, I enjoy learning. I basically just have my mouse button taped down at this point. I'm holding it, but I might as well just rubber band it like you do with a controller. Um, knowledge, history. Is there anything in particular you guys want me to talk about? Because I mean, I'm fine with talking about a lot of stuff, but if you have anything in particular you want me to hear or want me to ramble on, just let me know. I'm the only one in my channel. No. Um. All right. Let's stop for a second. How are we doing? So, are you the only one that's in my chat now, there, Kizo? I don't know why I stopped really talking. Um, Trying to remember train of thought. What was I talking about before I noticed anybody was in the stream? I mean, I can understand why some streamers have multiple people that they kind of play with. Well, I appreciate you hanging out with me, Kizo. Sorry about the reverb. When I'm done, I'll see if I can figure out why it's reverbing. Like, I'll just Google search that or something. Once I knock down this area so it's more or less flat, I will um, quote unquote call it a afternoon. I'll probably stream a little bit more this evening. I don't know. I've got to find the blueprints for the Sphinx. So I might, while I'm trying to figure out why I'm reverbing, I hope it's not really bad. Luckily, I've got a fairly soft voice, but still, I can't imagine it's any fun to continue hearing me. I don't like it. Um, oh wait, OSB face rig. I bet it has something to do with my OSB. All right, let's try. Well, I am in an empty room. I'm in my studio, so to speak. How dare you, Denzetti? This is my time. No, that's cool. Um, but yeah, now for whatever reason, I'm hearing it in my headphones. And when I was first trying to go back to Discord over here, all right. When I was first like trying to figure out how to play Overwatch, I had a actual microphone, sound board, and the likes. Still have all that stuff. How's that? Is that better? I was playing with the OSB settings to see if it might be something like that, and I changed the inbound mic volume. Um, but my brother was saying that I could probably go back to using the soundboard. But the problem I experienced, couldn't find the W there for a second. Um, really? You're good? You don't hear the echo? Let me know if you hear the echo now. I just turned back on Face Rig's sound because I can still hear the echo in my headset. Can you hear me now, Denzetti? But what my brother was saying is with the soundboard and the headsets. Okay, so now that you've got the echo, that's because the face rig. So let me turn face rig's volume. All right, so that's now set to infinite decibels, negative decibels. Do you still hear the echo in the Twitch? Sorry, I was coughing. I didn't want to blow out anybody's eardrums. Faint? Okay, I've set my mic to 0 decibels. The desktop is neg 30 and face rig is completely off. Am I coming through better? Better? Worse? Option A, option B. 1, 2. Okay, so I could hear in my headphones, but if you guys can't hear it, I'll live with it. Actually, I just heard the laundry beep off. So let me finish going this direction real quick. Then I'll go AFK. All right, I'm going to go AFK real quick to switch out the laundry. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's do this. Oh, so I came back and I immediately picked up my Xbox One controller. It's like, why isn't this working? Because I'm on the PC. 8. Nope, 7. Okay, go to 8. Um, so since you guys are more involved in at least watching Twitches, is there any in particular thing you would like to see? Games? Any tips, tricks? I usually watch the achievement hunters and like outside Xbox and those guys, but it's not live streaming Twitching, so it's kind of an after the fact sort of thing. I'm not used to looking around and using my keyboard. Sorry, didn't mean to breathe in the mic. All right, there we go. So, what brought you guys to Bunny? Like, did you just find her, you know, I don't know how to finish that question. What made you guys interested in watching Bunny's streams and gaming with her? I mean, I'm new to this streaming bit, so anything I can do to make this interesting for you guys. Oh, apparently that one thing's a husk. Well, so when it comes to keyboards, I'm used to programming them for them. So, typing I understand and moving around with the mouse, but like to look around with the mouse, I'm used to just grabbing the left stick and, you know, doing stuff with that. Oh, you met Bunny in an Overwatch game? Surprisingly enough, I met her through Vanlander. Oh, that's cool. What time is it for you, Kizo? Since it's 3:30 here Eastern. Just trying to figure out like how much of a time difference between the two of. Yeah, I was so before I met Bunny, I had been thinking for a couple weeks of trying to start streaming Overwatch specifically. Because one of the, as you've, so you're 6 hours ahead. Okay. I really feel bad for the time difference because you're always playing super late. You must be Central Time, Denzetti. Do you mind if I just call you Dez or Din? Of course, Din makes me think of um, heavy metal. Depending on how old you are, you may not have watched that, I guarantee Kizo's at least seen heavy metal. We need more movies like heavy metal. Um, but yeah, I had been, because primarily when I'm doing this is so that the people who've been following my blog and my webcomic would actually have, like, they'd get to like see what I'm doing and interact. So, well, that's good. Of course, I don't know how many of my old fans from the Chronicles of Loth are even going to be interested in twitching, especially since I don't know what my schedule is going to be. I mean, I know what my work schedule is. Wait, there's a heavy metal pinball game? You know which heavy metal I'm talking about, right? With the Lochnar? Husk, you need to move. I already killed one thing. I may kill another bunny. Come on. Fingers work. Um, but anyway, what I was saying is I really wanted to. That's a weird looking skeleton. Um, because my idea is to grow the market share of what I'm writing. So I like the idea of being approachable and accessible to fans, and it seemed like Twitch was a good way to do it, especially once I researched that there is people who is just I can't imagine anybody in this day and age playing pinball. Good on you. Um, but the idea of like Stephen King doing an Ask Me Anything or something like that, that seems one kind of impersonal because you never really know if that's actually Stephen. But if you're on Twitch with like say Bruce Campbell, then you can see it's Bruce Campbell, you know it's Bruce Campbell talking, you recognize him. So that was kind of my thinking behind this. Come on, give me scary hands or whatever the heck that is. I forgot I can run. I don't know. It may be silly to think about this because I'm not a big author. Nobody really knows who I am. I've only published two books, one of which was an absolutely terrible young adult, and the other is smut, but it's my smut. Oop, nope, that's E, not W. Oh, what'd you want to stream, Denzetti? Just Overwatch and things like that. In this day and age, it's so easy to connect with people Because, you got Facebook, you got Tumblr, Twitter, Reddit, Twitch. So why wouldn't you, if you're trying to build anything mass media, why wouldn't you try and build your audience with playing video games with them, talking to them? I'm losing my voice. Give one sec, I gotta get a drink. Okay, there we go. I think I'm following your. Do you have a Twitch feed? I don't know why I keep expecting you to answer as soon as I ask a question. I, since I'm streaming, I forgot there's that delay. Um, but in this day and age with media the way it is, it doesn't seem. It seems silly if you don't take advantage of all the social media cues that we've set up. And you don't even have to let people into like your personal Facebook page or MySpace if you're still using that for whatever strange reason, or even LiveJournal. I mean, I've got a blog, I've got Facebook, I've got Google Plus. I got them all. Doesn't really mean I use them all. So now you see, I just took a drink in my. Okay, took another drink. Hopefully that'll last for a little bit. Um, is it twitch.tv.denzetti? Because if so, I'll start following you. I'm kind of like Kizo when it comes to twitching. I'm gonna just kind of hide. Like last this Friday, I was off, so I was able to kind of join Bunny. But normally on Fridays, I work from home, so I can watch a stream, but I can't actually participate, which is kind of, you know, it's annoying. But they're also paying me to work, so I probably should do what they're paying me for until I can become a independent author and I can set my own hours and do what I want. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon because, well, like I said, I've only written two books and my third one's for review. Actually, if you guys are interested, my second novel is going to be free tomorrow. Uh, yeah, I, I was talking earlier about face rig and if I was going to keep doing it, and I might in the future drop it because you know. But I also spent money on the amateur version, the $15 face rig. But when you're a female on the internet, you kind of have to be careful. And as you pointed out earlier with my voice, I get kind of lucky because even though I tell people, hey, I'm a chick, people are like, uh-huh, yeah, sure, whatever. So I get lucky, but I don't want them to be able to put a face to the voice, which is kind of strange because I'm talking about I wanting to be famous. Um, so, and that's one of the things with my blog. And when I was talking to my brother, he's like, you know, some streamers just, they make comments on the game. They comment, they do strategies and stuff like that. I'm not really that type of gamer. Um, and same with my writing. So like when I was blogging, and I was really good for that first year, every Tuesday and Thursday, I'd have new content up on the site. But I just couldn't do that because I'm not the type of person to just, even though I'm doing it here, talk endlessly about stuff. I mean, I can talk endlessly, obviously. What are the two types of famous, Kizo? Infamous and famous? It's not that I want to be Twitch famous. I want to, I want people to be able to look at what I'm creating and be like, "Oh, that's a great idea. That's kind of fun. Let me help out with that. Let me follow Jan. Let me see what Jan's doing." Because that's one of the things I want to do with this challenge of the Sphinx. Once I get it done, I want to bring you guys in. Thanks, Denzetti. Uh, Once I get it built, I want you guys to come in. I want you guys to experience running through it because it's really, even if I mean, I gave that preview on the Xbox, and it's not like I'm giving away secrets. It's an actual challenge. You've got to go into a mob-filled room, light torches, survive, and stupid potion of swiftness, and just I don't know. I'm digging with a bone. Get bones to pick. Um, so, I what is giving away the secrets? And I'm I'm building a Sphinx. Anybody who's you know been anywhere knows what the Sphinx looks like. So it's not like I've got any trade secrets to what I'm doing. And Christ, I was writing play-by posts earlier this morning. So you know, all I really want to do is give any fans of my work, be it the webcomic that used to do, my blogging, my writing, my video game playing, just avenue, an avenue to see what I'm doing and you know follow along. And if you like it, great. If you don't, well, there's going to be somebody else who's more your speed for gaming. Because I'm not Michael Jones, I'm not Markiplier. Heck, I'm not even Bunny. Bunny is, funny and humorous and um, spur of the moment. I'm definitely not that type of girl. I've got my spontaneity, but I, I'm not going to be cracking jokes. I'm just not. I'm not. I'm. I'm a support player. So if you need a straight man, straight woman, I am perfect for you because you will say something, and I will have just this completely blank face, and you know, like Men in Black 2, when Will Smith is talking to, well, Tommy Lee Jones pretty much at any point, and Tommy Lee Jones will say something like, "Oh yeah, CAT scan, monthly policy, or company policy." You know, that's the type of I'm I'm a very straight-laced humor, which is funny because I like Jimmy Carr, who's got really weird humor. I- I like Ben Bailey, I like Dennis Leary, um, but liking those and being able to do the badum-tish, that's not what I've got. I was very much in high school the oh you gave me an insult. Let me think about that. And then I'd go to bed, and the next day I'd be like, oh, I should have said that your mom was fat. You know, I don't have snappy one-liners and stuff like that. I will tell you puns. I will say I've got dry humor, which some people are going to like, other people aren't going to like, and I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to give like um, in this stage you should do this to do this, because there's tons of people who are going to give you, your walkthrough, your achievement hunt on video games. I I know some tips and tricks, but I think that's probably enough there. Let's cut this down here. All right. Um, but yeah, I mean, I love watching Bruce Campbell. I love Sam Raimi. Um, but I, to be fair, you are German, so we kind of expect that sort of humor from you. And they say that the sarcastic humor is a sign of how intelligent you are. So, yeah, I could see that I've got storytelling humor. I certainly have the ability to tell stories. I mean, how long have I been recording now? I've just been sitting here blathering. Well, you guys have been actually in the stream, so you've seen the way I talk when Bunny and those guys are there. Wow, that was a lot of witches. I don't know. I've met quite a few humorous uh, Germans. So when they say Germans aren't humorous, I really have to kind of wonder who they're talking to. You guys are very straight-laced. Like, like I remember my voice is going again. Okay, had to guzzle down like a bottle of water. Um, but you know, I've seen videos of Germans like cracking up. They are really, I mean, Russians too. Everybody's got their own like unique humor. So when someone says somebody's not funny, yeah, well, did Zeddy just follow me around when I need a Woody comeback? Just jump out of my pocket and be like, "Oh, that's what she said," or whatever. I'm digging with your bone. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Jimmy Carr calls that joke Tourette's, which I kind of have a joke Tourette's. If I really know somebody, I'll make like a sarcastic joke. My friends back in Indianapolis used to call me a massive troll, and I guess I'm kind of still trollish. I don't really think of it like that, but they do. Run, bunny, run. I said run. I'm doing it for your protection. It's dangerous over here. You're not wearing a hard hat. Up, losing my potions. That's right. Just stay there. If I was playing Overwatch, I'd be emoting my wave at these guys. Be like, hey, how's it going? fix that in post. I'm saying that about the hole I just made in the, because I'm trying, now that this kind of is level, well, what is that for? Good enough. Back to digging with my bone. Lewd humor has certainly its moments. Because, like, George Carlin is very, very funny, I think. But, you know, Howard Stern, I was going to say Howard Shore, but that's the guy from uh, Lord of the Rings. You know, lewd humor in situations is good, but when you're trying to force it, like Howard does, I don't think that's all that good. Let's cut this off here. Ooh, what if I have her going into the lake? That might be kind of cool. I'll think about that. Like Ray from the old Achievement Hunter, who has Jeff humor? Denzetti? I'm sorry, Kizo or me? Because I like to think I'm Ryan Haywood. He's actually the I have his Achievement Hunter shirt. I wear it like all the time. I actually know a couple people who are like in the same town as the Achievement Hunters, and I'm always like, if you see them, get Ryan's autograph. You're saying I have Jeff humor? I don't know how I feel about that. I know probably a better punk than Jeff is. Of course, Jeff could probably kick my ass. I'd like to hang out with like the Achievement Hunters for a day just to see what they're like. Probably very similar to what they appear on camera, but a part of me kind of wonders how like put on their personalities are. You know what I mean? Because when you're a performer, get out of the way, Spider. When you're a performer, well, Ryan and Jack are gents. Um, but like, so take the Achievement Hunters versus Funhouse. Like on Funhouse, I don't really like Lawrence or Bruce, and I really don't know Matt Peak, but like I like Adam Kovic and oh, who's the other guy? James. I was gonna say Jeremiah. I knew that was wrong. Um, but like I think those guys are kind of funny, but like Bruce is just kind of annoying, and kind of Lawrence too when he's on his rants. Um, but then like you see them compared against Michael and those guys from the Achievement Hunter, and you're just like, how do you people even get anything done? Of course, I kind of say that about the Achievement Hunters most days. Like, how do you get your videos done when you're cutting up and goofing off? But when your job is to make humorous content, goofing off is part of your job. I don't know if I could be dish funny all the time. Arrows. I don't know. I think comedians. Everybody would say being a comedian is probably pretty easy. I don't think so. but that might just be because of my personality. I would much rather sit down and write or just talk than try and make jokes for people. Really? I didn't know that. Of course, once Bruce started singing in all those demo discs, I really just kind of stopped watching them. I kind of was upset that Ray left the Achievement Hunters. And after he left, I went back through and watched some of his old videos, and you can kind of see where the fire left his eye, where he's just like, I'm done. Which is kind of sad, because Ray was kind of humorous sometimes. It was hit or miss whether Ray was funny. Um, but he was a phenomenal gamer. Now you see why I don't like talk for large stretches. So you can look at this as vocal exercises. Help Chan. I gotta take a drink. You can't really see it, but I have a 64-ounce water bottle sitting by the side of my chair. But yeah, when I'm streaming with Monkey and those guys, I'm definitely not going to be as loud or talkative as them. I can't talk over them. I might be able to someday, but for the most part, it's taken a long time to get to this point. So, it is what it is. And, am I, that's true. I I follow Ray on Twitch, but I've never actually seen his games because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how Ray would be with everything else because, his big thing was playing video games with the achievement hunters and being really good at what he did. But is that that's a lot of water. I actually drink on a typical day, probably about 124 ounces of water. When I get home, I start drinking soda. Um, just kind of the way it is. When I'm at work, because I don't drink caffeinated beverages, all I've got to drink is water and Crystal Light that I make. So I'll have like my caffeinated or decaf tea. Oh, he's funnier on Twitch. Well, then I'll probably start watching him. Not to say that I wouldn't watch Ray normally, but I'm kind of selective about the time I spend because I've got so much stuff to do. You know, this morning I wrote for, you know, a couple hours. Then I took a lunch break to go run, which, that was 30 minutes. And then I ate my salad. I'm so freaking hungry. I hate diets. Um, so I got to be careful about what I spend free time doing. My brother has this great ability to um, multitask. Like if he is drawing, he's able to listen to the Rooster Teeth podcasts, but it's taken me, God, almost a year of listening to their podcasts to be able to um, to just listen and type. Because for me, I'm very much a, if someone is having a conversation, I want to be a part of it. So the fact that, they're having this conversation and I'm listening to it and I'm trying to type just doesn't work. But if I turn on music, you know, I can get my work done. So I don't know how he does it. For me, I, I've got to focus, which is kind of funny because, women are supposed to be better multitaskers. And I can multitask on like multiple conversations going on around me, but when I'm programming, no, I gotta focus. Like here, all I'm doing is just moving my mouse around while holding a button. Doesn't require much conversation. Doesn't require much conversation or concentration, which is the word I was originally looking for. All right. Well, hopefully this hasn't been completely boring for you guys. Um, what was I saying? I don't even know if my face rig catches half of the facial expressions I do, because it's a furry expression. I don't have a snout, obviously, or a muzzle, whichever you prefer to call it. Um, so I was just earlier biting my lip. I don't know if it picks that up. Probably not. I didn't really like because I'm probably not going to commission a face rig. I'm stuck with the basics, and they're they're okay, but you know. So you're a musician? Surprisingly, no. I don't have a snout. The Digijan does, which she's based on my fursona for Zootopia, Rose Dandy Ba, who is actually a musician. Hey, if we lived in a super universe where I was given the ability to have the Ghost in the Shell body or shapeshifting, you guaranteed that I would have a snout because, why not? Why? And this is kind of the thing I was always talking about back in high school is why would you want to dress, talk, and look like everybody else? Like, I had a bunch of friends who were preppies. They had the nicest clothing. They spent a lot of time on their hair. Um, they only talked to other popular people. Me, I had preppy clothing, you know, kind of simple boyish haircut, and I spent my time with the stoners because they didn't freaking care. So long as you, kind of left them alone, they didn't care. So if I had the ability to do what Mystique did, Mystique, I would totally, you know, be running around just, oh, today I have rainbow color hair and it's this. Or this time I'm 5'2" or 6'5". You know, why would you, if you have the ability to be a shapeshifter, not just change shape? Of course, I've often said that if I was ever given superpowers, even something lame like talking to fish, I would figure out a way to become a supervillain. I make What happened to my own? Give me my phone back. I make no ifs, ands, or buts about my ability to be a good. Screw it. I've lost the phone. It's gone forever. Um, about my ability to be a good individual. Because honestly, if I had the ability to control fishes and stuff, I'd figure out some way to be a villain, ego terrorist or something. That doesn't pay very well though. And at this point, I'm sure somebody at the NSA is like, "Oh, not only were you talking about bombs, I I've long thought that anybody who's like, I'm going to be good with superpowers, yeah, shapeshifting would be awesome, or flight, or stuff like that. My go-to powers are time travel or time manipulation. Oh no, I'd be evil. So one of the things I'm currently rereading, I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's a comic called Mercy Sparks. I'm very much a lawful neutral individual. I have my own code of honor and I do my own thing. For the most part, I try and be a good person, but I've got no problem laying waste to that village. My actual favorite character, who eventually I'm going to write my stories about her, Mir Leninth Loth, the star of the Chronicles of Loth. Everybody wants the Speed Force. Time manipulation, that's where it's at. Because think about it. With time manipulation, you can move super fast like the Flash, or you can slow everybody else around you, or you pause time so you can learn how to do something so it looks like you've got omniscience or omnipresence and stuff like that. Checkmate. No, honestly, super speed's kind of cool. There's so many superpowers out there that you're just like, oh, this, back off, zombie. That, this is cool. I want to do stuff, but, you know, obviously we can't. I'm obviously a dreamer. I would love to be in like the Ghost in the Shell universe because I definitely would be going for full conversion cyborg and a Tachikoma. Because think about it, those guys are a little cool. So you want to be Squirrel Guy? Of course, Squirrel Girl has the ability to beat any supervillain. Can the Flash stop time? I mean, he thinks at the speed of light, so hey, Squirrel Girl took down Thanos. That's comic or canon. Well, some would argue that Superman is. I hate Superman. Superman is so OP. Of course, to be fair, I hate all the DC heroes. Just, they're boring. The DC villains are a lot more interesting. You guys probably are not going to go read my blog, but I uh, I ripped into DC on a number of occasions because, well, fuck DC. Not saying that, Marvel fangirl or anything, but DC is so boring compared to the stuff that the Marvel guys were writing. Anymore, though, Marvel's kind of gone down the same. You hate Batman and Iron Man? Get on my chat. How could you hate RDJ? He is perfect. Okay, let's go patch this hole. I guess since I'm here, let's go take a look at this village. This is a rather piddly village. Ooh, alright. So this is a saving grace for it. Shift. I don't see any beds though. So he's against the oligarchy? Say it ain't so, Denzetti. You there. How much for your fish? Gah. Work with me hands. I am watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I really couldn't turn down watching down Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Luke Cage. Though, to be honest, I'm watching Luke Cage for the... What the heck? Um, I'm watching Luke Cage for Luke Cage himself. And same with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm watching it for Mac because they got rid of Grant. Yes, I'm basically watching it for the ass. Eh, is that another city over there? Hmm, interesting. Okay, well, I've already picked the spot, so I need to set my spawn though. Coulson's funny. I like Coulson, but I'm really, you know, he's. I'm sorry. I will hang my head in shame. I watch anime too. Um, I though I haven't watched anything new for a while. Beds, beds, beds. You're watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for the plot? I will say I am very disappointed that the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is, for lack of better terms, they're kind of standalone because they've said that anything that happens in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because of the speed at which the TV shows are being made versus um, oh, I get it. You watch anime for the plot, just like I read. I was I really didn't think that bunny was a bunny. Um, because think about it. Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, which the only reason I watched Jessica Jones was for David Tennant, because honestly, he's the best doctor. Um, I claim this. This is my room. I'll fix that. I can fix that. There we go. Um, set. I didn't realize my caps lock was on. Set time to 1800. Set time to 0000. All right, fine. What are my timestamps? 13. Okay, that's what I need. Set set time to 13,000. I hate you. Set time to 13,000. All right, you know what? Just do it the old-fashioned way. I'll wait. It's not like I'm really doing anything. It's going to take forever, though. I'm impatient. It's kind of funny to think about that. I agree with that, Denzetti. And, of course, you know, Captain Jack. He was the reason I started watching Arrow. Because, honestly, I could not stand Arrow. But with Captain Jack Harkness there, it was okay. No. No. There. What is that? It's cobblestone? Okay. um, that's my problem I always have in creative. I'll hit the wrong button. I'll be like, damn it. Was this my room? Yes, it is. Gotta fix the door. Looks like it's getting dark outside. God damn it. Jan, stop. What did I just tell you, Jan? Okay, never mind. Um, what was I talking about? Um, DC's terrible. Screw DC. Good lord. How much more time? Where are you, son? Oh, it's like noon. Technically, the term is pansexual. And the reason, Kizo, I'm having a lot of problems, I'm left-handed, but I don't have a left-handed mouse. So I switched it over to my right hand so that I could walk around and use my left hand for navigation. So for me, everything's kind of backwards. I never really thought I would start gaming on my PC, so I never bothered to get a left-handed mouse. I just have a generic Microsoft mouse, so I can basically set it to left or right-handed. Let's go with this one. Goodbye, cacti. There. Yeah, I mean, it, there's ways around it, but it's just kind of one of the problems as a lefty I have. Like, I know how to I can write left-handed or right-handed. I can pick up stuff left or right-handed. I can play baseball. No, no, I understand. I'm also kind of mad at myself because I keep doing it. So, feel free. I'm on top of the gravel. I really just want to set the clock so it's like midnight so I can go in there and rest. Or do that. I saw a really cool achievement or mod where they gave you an actual like poster bed. There. Now they have doubles. Uh, which one was that, Denzetti? It's been a while since I've seen Fooly Cooly. Was that the guitar wielding chick, or was that the dude with the eyebrows? Because I like the dude with the eyebrows. All right, all right. Let's try this. Set time 12000. Dang it, Digcraft. What do you mean they won't generate a save? So that's a problem? Huh. On the Xbox, most of my beds are like that since I've made them four poster beds. Yeah, okay. So how am I like Harukuo? Har Where's Bunny? She's apparently fluent in Japanese. I can't pronounce. I'm somewhat fluent in German. I've I've lost quite a bit of my ability to speak German since nobody I know speaks German except for Kizo. Where are you, son? Oh, good, you're setting. What do you mean I can only sleep at night? Do you not see the sun going down? I am legend time. Oh, that made me sick. Oh, there we go. Didn't mean to sleep in this one, but, whatever. Okay, I've set my spawn for whatever reason. I think that's... Anyway, I think that's a good stopping point. Let me go back to my spot here to survey, and then I'll just close it out. Everybody focus on the bunny. Alright guys, I'm going to stop and I'm going to figure out how to get rid of this double lag or reverb in my headphones.